For the past 10 years, we've been proud to live life in our imaginations, using them to take the smallest objects and dream them into something bigger at any cost. All it takes is one exchange for us to fall in love with the world and your own life. We're the ones who will never pull you back. And we've never, ever been happier to keep calm and YouTube on for the next 10 years.
I have never, ever been happier!
Welcome! You're watching the thrift store rundown where we bring Hollywood home on a budget, and where all week long we're continuing to mark a decade of YouTubing on this channel and previously on Remote Control TV 1, my first channel. Working in a bakery for all of its sweetness on the surface can often be a seriously cutthroat experience below the surface. Just ask New Jersey's very own cake boss, Buddy Valastro. He learned that the hard way, which is why he wants to make it easy for you to become your own cake boss, and even go beyond cakes in mastering your baking progress. From simple pastries all the way to mastering the art of the themed cakes, which made Buddy Valastro America's cake boss, you'll learn it all, baking with our very own ace of cakes. Yeah, I know that's Food Network, that's Stuff Goldman, but come on. Food Network and TLC, they're siblings. They gotta learn to get along, even though they competed against each other. Warner Brothers will make sure they still get along because they now own Discovery Fleet too, or at the very least they're partners. Anyway, this free press publication was picked up for $2.99, and it contains 100 of Buddy's best recipes and decorating secrets. He is the New York Times best-selling author of his first Cake Boss book, Stories and Recipes from Mia Familia, and also Cooking with the Cake Boss, where he unleashes his more savory side, cooking Italian with the Cake Boss. I own both of those books, I've reviewed both of those books, and I've also been to the original Washington Street Bakery, Carlo's Bake Shop, for my Hoboken birthday. That was a lot of fun, and even though I didn't get to meet Buddy inside that shop, there is one half of the mission that I set out long ago to complete that's finally reached fruition. Have a look at this note from Jennifer Moss. It says, "Hey Emily, I got you a secret present. I found this autographed copy online. Maybe you can bring the book this summer and have Uncle Colin cook something out of here that you like. Won't he be surprised? Love you, Auntie Jen." From the desk of Jennifer Moss. That's right, folks. Even though I haven't met Buddy yet, I finally now own an autographed copy of one of his books, Baking with the Cake Boss. That's pretty darn neat. That is one half of a promise now fulfilled. This retails for $30 in the US and $32 in Canada, $2 more. This is a buddy system that everybody will want to sign up for just because of Buddy's endearing personality alone. As far as the recipes go, well, you're about to find out if they're worth all the time, toil, and trouble. And across the ruler. We start with butter cookies. And why butter cookies instead of cakes? Because for him, as you'll read in the introduction, it all started with butter cookies. Kind of contradictory because most people will say it all started with those hard-to-make lobster tails that really had Buddy cut his teeth when he wanted to become the cake boss following the passing of his dear old dad, also named Buddy, the original owner of Carlo's Bake Shop. But for Buddy's love of baking, it all started with butter cookies, and you'll learn how to make original butter cookies on page 42. It'll make 24 plain cookies and 24 chocolate cookies. I definitely lean more towards the chocolate ones. Next up, some old-fashioned donuts. This recipe makes about 12 donuts and 12 or more holes. I'm also highlighting this because of its variation called Mae West Donuts, named for a certain Golden Age Hollywood actress's curvaceous shape. And that will make about 12 donuts also. So a baker's dozen to celebrate a baker's dream day. Next up, apple pie. And why apple pie? This makes 1 9-inch pie, which is enough to serve 12 comfortably. Or just one if you're just a real big pig. But hey, here in New Jersey, we're kinda like that on a real bad day. So if we're hungry, we're hungry. This is the only cake I'm highlighting here. And I guess it's kind of fitting, because even though I don't watch Sex and the City, I definitely would vibe with this grown-up birthday Cosmo cake. He developed this birthday cake for grown-ups, specifically in the late 1990s at the height of the popularity of HBO's Sex and the City. A lot of young women in and around Hoboken waited to carry out their pals, and more of them came in looking for a special event cake for birthdays and bachelorette parties. The latter of those events, this would definitely be a perfect fit for. So Buddy devised this cake featuring the iconic cocktail, the Cosmopolitan. At CARLO'S, they use a mold to make the martini glass, but you can simply make one in the freestyle manner described in the recipe here, along with step-by-step photographs, a good many of them. Happy birthday, baby. There's also a cake for guys. So this is a intersex cake? Wow. If there's such a thing as an intersex cake, let it be known that this is one of the pioneers, at least on my end. That looks sexy. As sexy as a cake is gonna look, especially on paper. Oh well. For basic recipes and pastries such as the cookies you've seen here, the donuts, cupcakes and Italian fruit tarts, all the way to those theme cakes, and we're not talking like specifically designed theme cakes for major corporations, companies, and TV shows and brands, etc., like the ones you've seen on TLC's Cake Boss, but theme cakes like special holiday cakes, like a birthday or a Valentine's Day cake or a cake fit for a graduate. You'll learn how to bake it all in here with Buddy's signature sense of hopeful and, of course, stocky Italiano-Americano style. All this for $2.99? Yeah, that's definitely a sweet way to wrap up the week. I give it 5 out of 5 claps, and I also give it 5 out of 5 claps for one other reason. It's a very important reason, and that would be his acknowledgement of the customers of CARLO'S Bake Shop and the fans of TLC's Cake Boss. Without you guys, I wouldn't be the Cake Boss. Thanks for watching, for writing, for coming to the live shows, and for buying my books. You're the best, and I love you all. Right back at you, buddy. As a proud Jersey boy, with this cookbook, you're definitely in for some boss-level baking. Thanks for watching, and tomorrow, stay tuned for the review that I'm actually the most excited to do. The highly anticipated redo of Friends Till the End, the one with all 10 years. I have a little confession that I'm actually scared to admit, but that'll be for tomorrow's review, which means that's a wrap for this one. Have a great weekend, hey 10, and of course I'll catch you on the flip side tomorrow night.
Everybody